Welcome, flip clock fans. We're here to do a open box here, a review of this clock that I saw on Amazon. I did not intend to buy this. I was just digging around on Amazon and I saw it and I was looking at it and I thought, well, that looks like something I've seen before. And so I had it in the cart just because I was looking at it. My wife thought that I wanted it, so she bought it for me for Easter. It was an Easter present. Well, I got it, so I'm going to look at it. So what do we got here? We got the instructions in Chinese and English. And it's a little clock. So the reason I was looking at it is because the first time I saw it, I thought, well, that looks like something I've seen before. Let's get a look at it. I thought, well, that looks familiar. And to me, it reminded me of the Blessing clock. So you've seen that before probably. It's a digital clock, but not a flip clock. I believe it was the one that this one and another clock I'm going to talk about was modeled after. So the Blessing clock was made in Germany by Blessing-Werke company. That was established in 1940 by Rudolf Blessing. And primarily, they made small alarm clocks. They were established just before the war, and then, right around the war, and then they reopened, became the largest European alarm manufacturer. They made a lot of little small alarm clocks, so not just these digitals that you see. But they went bankrupt in 75 and closed down in 77. So I looked at that Blessing clock, and I thought, well, that's probably where the Twemco AP28 got their idea. So the Twemco AP28 is a small flip clock, and I like Twemcos. So if you see here, I do have a Twemco here. This is one of my working clocks. So while I have many clocks in my collection, very few do I actually run on a regular basis. This is one of them. It's in my bathroom, my little small bathroom, what they call it, half bath. That's basically where I go to the bathroom. So too much information, but that's where it's at. There's a reason for that because it flaps loud on the hour. So it's not something you'd want in your bedroom, but I really like this clock, and it's been very reliable. So what about this? So this is clearly a knockoff of the Twemco. It's not a knockoff of the Blessing. It's a clear knockoff. One of the reasons is you see here, it's just a fake circle. So I think in the original clocks, that's integral and it's part of the clock. So they've made a fake circle here to kind of look like that. So it's a straight up knockoff of the Twemco AP28. Now the Twemco AP28, like I said, I trust Twemco. When I first had them, I thought they felt a little cheap. The plastic was thinner than I was used to, but they're very reliable. It's just a little noisy. So let's see here. You got the alarm set, and you've got the time set. It's flipping okay. Here's our battery compartment. The quality of plastic. So it is pretty small. Let's see how it compares. Very small. So it's small. The digits are smaller. The tiles are smaller than one of the smaller flip clocks the Copal made, the Copal 227. And here it is compared to the Copal 222. Sorry for the dust. That's been up on the shelf for a little while. And the tiles are smaller than this as well. These tiles are actually the same size as 227, believe it or not. They just printed it smaller. So Copal 222 still has a lower profile. I like this clock. Got a little punky kind of a flip, don't it, for the hour. We'll see what it sounds like in a second, but let's look at the alarm. Okay. Well, I didn't expect that. I was expecting an actual alarm bell for some reason. I don't know why. So let's put this back in here. Well, so the clock is not that expensive, but the quality, I mean, I don't know if you can see that. It's not smooth. Poor plastic work here, and again the fake thing there, just not a good look. Of course, I don't have a Twimco in my hand, the AP28. I'd like to get one of those. Those run about $95. This was whatever it was. Okay. I mean, I'm biased against some of the modern clocks. If you had the money to buy this, I'd maybe save and wait to get a Twimco if you really wanted a small one, a tiny clock like that. All right, I don't know if that's very helpful. I guess what I'll do is let this run for a while. We'll get this set up and let it run, and come back at some later point and see if it's failed us. Again, you're looking at, I don't know if you can see that, but the quality, you've got flash there from the plastic, and there, it's poor quality. All right, so I would not recommend it, just because I'm biased against kind of cheaply made stuff. But at the same time, we'll let it run for a while and see what we get. So at this point, I'd say do not buy, but let's just see. Well, thanks for taking the time.